Hey Trekkies, Dan Gunther here with another exciting episode of the Week in Trek. Unfortunately, I'm currently moving into my new house, which means I don't currently have a suitable place to record a video, which means for this video, it's going to be voiceover only. You guys don't get to see my smiling face. Hey, stop your cheering back there, I can hear you. I definitely didn't want this week to go by without making a video because we just learned a ton of new information about the new Star Trek series, Star Trek Discovery, coming next January, from Bryan Fuller, who made a presentation at the Television Critics Association, and as I'm recording this, is actually currently on stage, so I am getting live updates about the new show as I speak. So first, a quick rundown of what we already know about the series. First of all, it will be premiering on CBS in the US in January of 2017, with the rest of the episodes airing on CBS All Access. Internationally, with the exception of Canada, the series will be shown on Netflix, and in Canada will be shown first on CTV for the premiere episode, and with the remaining episodes on the Space Channel and later on Crave TV. Setting-wise, it's aboard the Starship Discovery NCC-1031, seen in a teaser trailer of rough footage shown at the San Diego Comic-Con. It will be set in the Prime Star Trek universe, not the Kelvin timeline. And we also know that Bryan Fuller is a big fan of diversity in his television projects, so we're really interested to see how that plays out in the new Star Trek series. Now on to the things we learned from Bryan Fuller's presentation to the Television Critics Association. First of all, the setting. This series takes place 10 years before Kirk's 5-year mission. So confirmation there, this does take place shortly before Star Trek the original series. The series is going to feature a female lead character. What's interesting here is that she is a lead character, not the captain. Apparently, according to Fuller, this character is a lieutenant commander with caveats. Whatever he means by that, I'm not sure, so take that however you will. Really interesting to see what exactly this series is about. And perhaps this different perspective will make it quite a bit different from any of the other Star Trek series we've seen before. Regarding the premise, Fuller says, "There's an incident and an event in Star Trek history that's been talked about but never been explored. To do this series, we're telling a much more serialized story, to dig deep into a very tantalizing storyline. And we have a character who's on a journey, and in order to understand something that is alien, she first has to understand herself." Apparently, this referenced event is not the Romulan War or Section 31, but that could play a role. But Bryan Fuller does say that this event was something that was referenced in the original series, something that has been referenced but never seen. When asked whether there would be gay characters on the new series, he said that absolutely we're having a gay character. Now, Fuller himself is an openly gay man, and while he worked on Voyager, he had a file actually full of hate mail when there was a rumor that 7 of 9 was going to be made gay. Now, this of course was just a rumor and never came to pass, but nevertheless, he received hate mail regarding this. Now, hopefully we have come a long way since then, so it's really exciting to see this explored openly on a Star Trek show. Somebody at the panel asked if there will be robots. He said yes. Interesting answer there. Star Trek has not done a lot of robots, androids such as Data for sure, but this is something new and interesting. When asked about the design of the Starship Discovery, Fuller has said that the design that was leaked early on has changed considerably, but still inspired by the Ralph McQuarrie illustrations that were a very clear influence on the design that we saw earlier. Fuller also said he spoke with astronaut Mae Jemison, who was the first black woman in space, while thinking about how to cast the role of the lead character, looking to her for perspectives on being a woman in the sciences. Mae Jemison, of course, had a small guest star role in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Relics, so another interesting Trek connection there. So a lot of really interesting new things learned about Star Trek Discovery. What do you think about these facts about the new series? Let us know in the comments. We really want to hear from you guys, especially regarding where it is in the timeline 10 years before Kirk's 5-year mission. Some really interesting stories that can be told there. Curious as to what you all think about that setting in particular. As always, like this video if you liked it, please leave us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Hopefully we can get back to kind of a normal schedule of getting these videos out. My life's in a little bit of a transition at the moment, but hopefully things will get sorted out soon. I'll see you all here again next week. Have a great week, and goodbye. My name is Dan Gunther, and among other things, online I have a website, www.treklit.com, where I review Star Trek novels, both old and new. I also co-host the Literary Treks podcast with Matthew Rushing and Bruce Gibson, in which we talk about the world of Star Trek books and comics. Be sure to check out some of the other videos on this channel, including episode reviews, Star Trek product reviews, and videos about all corners of the Star Trek universe and beyond.